School is kicking my ass. I'm in an accelerated program, so things are going much quicker than what I'm used to. So that is why I've been on a hiatus. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ellie, and bienvenidos to my YouTube channel. I decided to come on here and do my long-awaited Get Ready With Me that I was supposed to film back in January, but apparently I like to procrastinate. So here we are. We're gonna talk about books, we're gonna talk about life, and I hope that you guys like these. Grab a snack, grab tea, grab coffee, a beverage, because this is gonna be a long one. So hello, I come to you barefaced, and honestly I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna get rid of these. If I keep looking this way, it's because my mirror's over here, and honestly, I can't see a damn thing. I am blind. I already washed, moisturized, and primed my skin, so anything that I put on my face is going to be in the description bar down below if you guys are interested. Honestly, I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all. I miss y'all. I haven't been totally inactive. The best way to talk to me, if you guys want to talk to me, is on Twitter, which my handles, everything is down in the description below. So follow me there if you guys want to talk to me and we can be friends. And actually, I created a Bookstagram account. I have maybe like 4 or 5 pictures on there. I'm working on it. But if you guys want to follow me there also, all of the links are down below. So that's one really important thing that happened while I was away. I decided to create a Bookstagram. Also, I asked for you guys to ask me questions if you were curious about me. And I have a couple, so I'll go ahead and go over those while I'm doing my makeup. I also wanted to talk to you guys about my reading goals for 2019. I know it's super late, we're already at the end of February, but better late than never. So one of my goals for 2019, I'm going to be going on a year-long book buying low buy. It's not a book buying ban by any means. It's going to help control my spending on books. If you may not know, I started my booktube channel last year. My booktube anniversary is actually coming up. So I've been on here for almost a year. And as the story goes, in my first year, I went crazy buying books. And now I am currently drowning in my physical TBR. I'm not complaining by any means. I've come to terms with the fact that I can't be buying 20 plus books every month and expect to make a dent in my physical TBR. So what I'm going to be doing is for every 5 physical books that I read, I'm allowed to buy 1 book. That's not counting the pre-orders that I've already pre-ordered. This will keep me accountable for my physical TBR, and it'll also give me the motivation to actually pick up books on my physical TBR and read them and either keep them in my collection or move them out to make room for the newer books that are coming in. And I'm not counting ebooks because those are on my Kindle and they don't take up space. I'm just strictly speaking on physical books. My next bookish goal that is meeting at least one other booktuber in real life. I love making friends, I really do. My main goal in this is having more bookish friends, also to go to book conventions, and I really want to do that this year. That is the best way to meet all of y'all. I really do appreciate those that have subscribed and stayed even through my hiatuses that I go through and who still watch me just talk about books and be nerdy and be my dorky self. And I would love to meet y'all and be friends and be merry and just drink coffee and just nerd out over books. I was thinking of going to BookCon. Unfortunately, because of the way that my school is set up, I'm not going to be able to. However, I am thinking about going to Y'all West. Maybe. That's a maybe. I will be going to BookNet Fest. So I'm excited about that. If any of y'all are going, let me know down below and we can make plans to meet up or something. Another reading goal that I have is this year I want to focus more on reading more adult fantasy, and actually dipping my foot into sci-fi. And I would also like to read more tomes this year. Books over 500 pages scare me so bad. Even though collectively in a year I've read more than 1,000 pages, but being hit with a book that is extremely thick all at once overwhelms me. But I want to change that this year. I want to be able to read books that are more than 500 pages and read more adult epic fantasies and sci-fi. I just want to diversify the books that I read. Another bookish goal of mine this year is I want to do more buddy reads. I love buddy reading. I find them so fun, and it's like a mini book club. I really enjoyed my experience when I did buddy read last year, so I would like to do more of those. If you guys are interested in buddy reading anything with me, let me know. I also want to do more read-alongs and readathons this year. I did the books in the freezer readathon last year, and that was so fun. And I did smutathon. I really enjoy doing readathons, and I'm actually doing a Harry Potter read-along this year with Ryan from Reading with Ryan. I'll leave everything down in the description box below so you guys can go check out the people that I'm mentioning. It's so fun just to talk with people who are reading the same things you are. So I want to do more readathons, I want to do more read-alongs, and I want to do more buddy reads. Those are so fun for me. I don't really have a lot of bookish goals besides the ones that I just mentioned. Speaking of books, even though school is kicking my ass, miraculously, I don't know how this happened either, in January I read 17 books. We're now in February and I am on book 21. It's been a good reading year so far. I haven't read many books that are 3 stars or lower. Most of the books that I've been reading are 4 and 5 stars. I wasn't planning on participating in Contemporary-a-thon, but it just so happens that I have been reading a bunch of hard-hitting books and I don't understand how that happened. I didn't ask to be in my feels this entire month, but apparently my subconscious wanted to cry this whole month, so here I am, an emotional mess. What's new? I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions. Those are some of the bookish goals that I have. It's not a lot. I don't want to overwhelm myself. And also, if you guys are curious, I think I set my Goodreads goal to 120 books because that's what I read last year. What did you guys set your goal to? I see that a lot of people set their book to 1. Do you guys do that? Or do you guys actually set a number to your Goodreads goal? I also asked back in January, I tweeted and let y'all know that I would be doing a Get Ready With Me and for you guys to ask me questions. I did get a few, so I'm gonna be answering those. So the first question, it's a 4-part question, and it's from my bae, Miss Carrie, and she asks, fave meme. I'm gonna go ahead and put the meme right here for your viewing pleasure. Makes me laugh every single time. Puppies or kitties? This is actually a trick question because I love both. I prefer my pet to be a dog. And as you know, I have my 2 doggies. I have Luna and Jackson who frequent my videos. They would feel super jealous if I said a cat. Character you would bring back to life if you could. I have 2 answers for this. In TV, spoiler. If you guys don't want to get spoiled for The Walking Dead, if you guys have not seen that show, just wait till I'm not holding this palette anymore to come and listen again. I would totally bring back Herschel from The Walking Dead. He was one of my favorite characters. I was so sad when he died. He was one of the ones that really hurt my heart. A character that I would want to come back to life would bring back Evelyn Hugo and her love interest because I want them to have a happy life and I want them to see how far we've come from their era. The most Texas thing you've ever said / done as a Texan is saying y'all all the time. I guess the most Texan thing I've ever done is gone to different barbecue places to see who has the best brisket. That's as much Texan as you're gonna get from me. Thanks, Carrie. The next questions are from my friend Lily, and she says, manga over anime or anime over manga? This is so easy. Manga over anime all the time, every time. because the manga, just like books, have a lot that the anime gloss over or don't even cover because of the time. So they cut out a lot of information that's kind of important. Manga def over anime. Top 3 fave manga and anime. The first top anime and manga go to the love of my life, which is Sailor Moon. We've been new. For manga, my number 2 spot is Kimi ni Todoke. I don't remember what the name is in English, but I'll put a picture here so you guys can see it. It is a really cute slice of life manga about a girl who is made fun of. They call her Sadako, as in the girl from The Ring, because she looks like the girl from The Ring, even though she's the sweetest and most helpful girl ever. And it's about her falling in love and finding friends, and it's just so cute and so fluffy. I love that manga so much. It's a shoujo manga, so it's meant for teens. My third manga would be Fushigi Yugi. I actually have a Throwback Thursday where I talk about it, so I'll link it up here. Miyaka ends up finding a book where it has been cast with magic, and when she reads it, she ends up going into the story as the main heroine, and she ends up finding out that she is the priestess of Suzaku, which is one of the houses in China, I believe is where this takes place. It's a traveling story where she has to find her celestial warriors, and then she has to find different artifacts and a scroll. And once she has everything together, she performs a ceremony where the god of Suzaku, and there's only been one girl at a time that goes into this book until now, when Miyaka and her best friend end up going into this book, and her best friend ends up becoming the priestess of Seiryu, which is her rival house. Drama, romance, betrayals. Those are my top 3 for manga. And for anime, we have Sailor Moon, because I watch a lot of anime. It's really hard for me to get a top 3. Second anime would be Attack on Titan. I love Attack on Titan. It's so gruesome, it's gory, it's dark, it's action filled. Even though if that actually did happen in real life, I would cry because I would die real quick. And the third one would be Fruits Basket. I love that anime so much, and I know they're rebooting it too. So I'm excited to watch it when it comes out. Those are some of my favorite anime. Of course, I love a lot more manga and a lot more anime, but just to keep it short, top 3 countries, places you would like to visit. I would love to visit Ireland. I would love to visit Japan. Japan is really high on my list. And I would also like to visit Norway/Sweden. Those are just a couple of the places that I would love to go visit. They just seem so fun and so beautiful and so lush. I want to go so bad. How did you become so awesome in doing your makeup? Girl, honestly, I have loved makeup since I was like 11. I've always loved looking at people doing their makeup. I've always loved looking at pictures. Back in the day when there was LiveJournal and MySpace, I would always try to figure out how many colors somebody used on their eyes and how they did it. On the baby days of YouTube, I would watch Panacea 81 and I would watch Bub's Beauty, all the old school beauty gurus, and I would just learn from them and just practice. I would practice and practice and practice, specifically blending, because that is such a huge deal. It really does make a look a look. Just practicing is how I feel I got to where I am now. I'm nowhere near perfect. I'm nowhere near as good as some other artists out there. What are your thoughts on classics? Any you would like to read in the future? Honestly, I'm not really big on classics. The only time I would read them would be for school, whenever they did assign them to us as assigned reading. I'm not opposed to them. I would love to read Jane Eyre. I hear fantastic things about it, so I want to give it a try. And last question from her is YA, NA, or adult books? Honestly, all of them. I can't even choose. I think new adult is just so underrated. I love new adult. I love all three. but I will say that new adult is very underrated. Next is Capri from Capri's Book Island, and she asks, why are you so fabulous? Well, no, I'm not. How do you come up with ideas for your content? Sometimes I actually write things down in a notebook, and sometimes it's a spur of the moment. They just hits me out of nowhere, and I'm like, I have to act on this now before I lose my nerve or before I forget, because I tend to forget a lot. What's your fave type of videos to film? I love filming my Smutty Saturdays. Those are some of the most fun videos that I do on my channel, and I don't do them very often, which makes me sad because those are so fun. I love my Smutty Saturdays. I just love talking about romance and how they make me happy and how they're raunchy and how the male protagonists are dirty talking and how the romance is swoon worthy. I just get to be silly. Those have to be some of the most fun videos that I do on my channel. What's your ultimate fave book? My ultimate faves right now are The Shadow of the Fox, which is the YA fantasy, and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. If you could do any hobby or job for the rest of your life, what would it be? You gotta hit me with them tough questions. If I could incorporate makeup with books, that would be my dream job. If I could sit here and do my makeup and just talk about books, that would be my ultimate job. Also, if I had the patience to write, I would write a book. I would be an author. I would love to write a book one day, but I'm honest with myself, I don't have the patience for it. There's a lot of ideas in this noggin, but I just don't have the patience to write it. Last one from Courtney. She says, favorite kind of music? My music taste is extremely eclectic. I love K-pop. I love screamo, hardcore, metal, some rap, hip hop, and pop. Right now, I'm really into K-pop, but I still have my emo playlist that I call it. I have A Day to Remember, I have Taking Back Sunday, The Used, My Chemical Romance. All the good music from the 2000 era is my jam. What fictional character do you identify with the most? So the character that I identify with the most is Xiomara from The Poet X. I really related to her story when I was reading The Poet X because my mom was very religious too. We're both from two different generations. My mom was very old school and I wasn't, so she didn't really understand where I was coming from. When I used to just want to stay home and read manga and wear all black and listen to My Chemical Romance, she didn't really understand that part of the culture. We had our differences and we did butt heads a good amount of times. Any general pet peeves? One of my biggest pet peeves is if I'm on the road and you don't use your blinker. I am that person that is yelling in the car to put on your blinker. I can't stand it when people don't use their blinker. Favorite vacation spot? I haven't traveled a lot. The only place that I've gone out of the country is Mexico and South Korea, and I love South Korea. South Korea is beautiful. If you guys ever get a chance to go, or if you ever have the opportunity to go, do it. South Korea is so beautiful. Brandon has a job where he travels frequently to Seattle. So I've been to Seattle about 2 or 3 times now, and I really enjoy Seattle. I've done all the touristy things already, but I love the greenery that's out there. It's so lush and it's so pretty. I really, really enjoy Seattle. And also, Long Beach, California is so beautiful too. Those are some cool vacation spots. Why are you so good at makeup and always glowing / stunning? I just practice a lot and I don't do neutrals too much. I love color. Color is my thing. Thank you though, you're so cute. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the compliments. I don't know how to handle them, but thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and get some setting spray. So those were the questions that I was asked. So thank you guys for the asked questions. Also, I wanted to mention non-book related. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you know that I was just complaining and bitching about not being able to get Ateez tickets If you guys don't know, Ateez is a K-pop group. It's a boy group. They debuted last year and they have blown up, but I really love their music. And they are going through a agency called My Music Taste, which is basically a fan-driven site. And the ticket purchasing was a disaster. I'll just leave it at that. It was horrendous. I was able to snatch some tickets and I will be going to see them in Dallas. I was just having a fit because I really want to see them. I really do like their music and I'm happy that I'll be able to do that. So what have you guys been reading? Have you guys found a new favorite? I've been reading a lot and I am planning to do a 2-month wrap up, and that's also going to be a struggle and a long one because, like I said, I read 17 books in January and I'm on book number 21 right now for the month of February. So you guys, I don't think y'all are ready for me to come back. Last year, I realized that I am a hardcore mood reader. That's why I don't set up TBRs anymore, because I would end up doing a TBR and I would not read any of the books that I had on my TBR because I just wasn't in the mood for them then. I'm going to be doing a TBR jar where I will be picking 3 to 4 books every month, and that'll be my set TBR. And the rest of the month I'll be able to mood read whatever I want. I will be continuing to do wrap-ups, but I'm going to be doing my wrap-ups differently than what I used to do. Hopefully you guys will like that format better. All right, you guys, I think the eyes are done. So let me go ahead and do my eyebrows, my mascara, eyeliner, eyelashes off of camera, and I will be right back. Hello, and I'm back. I went ahead and did my mascara, my eyeliner, and my lashes, which these are legit real nice. These are the House of Lashes, the Iconic lashes. I love these. I also have the Iconic Lights, which I also recommend. They are very pretty. February just happened to turn out to be a very hard-hitting month for me. Change of plans. I'm not gonna do bronzer, I'm just gonna do blush. Mistakes have been made and we're just gonna go with it. Who says you have to put bronzer on and contour? Pfft. Don't follow the rules. Make your own damn rules. Like I said earlier, I am on book number 21 this month, and it has been a good reading year so far. I have read a lot of new favorites, and I have found a lot of new authors that I am basically gonna read their entire backlist because I love their book so much. One being Ashley Herring Blake. I've read Ivy Aberdeen's Letters to the World, and I just finished Girl Made of Stars. Both were hard-hitting in different ways. Girl Made of Stars completely broke me. I am still heartbroken, and I don't know where to go from here. Honestly, I am over hard-hitting contemporaries right now because that book hit me in a spot in my heart. Trigger warning for pedophilia, sexual assault, child molestation, child assault, and rape. I don't know how else to say that I am not okay because of that book, but it is something that I think people should read. Girl Made of Stars is about this girl named Mara who has a twin named Owen who has been accused by his girlfriend, which is one of Mara's best friends, of sexual assault. And it is really hard to read because it really brings into perspective the complex emotions that Mara is feeling from loving her twin brother and accepting the fact that he might have done something horrendous, and the injustice of our system and the injustice of trying to silence the victim and make it their fault. It is very hard-hitting and it is very hard to read but this is one of those books where the discussion has to be started somewhere. Change isn't gonna happen if you don't speak, which is a coincidence that I say that because right before I read Girl Made of Stars, I read The Hate You Give. I'm being hit with hard-hitting contemporaries left and right, and I don't know how to handle my feels. Use your voice. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Please recommend me lighthearted reads or funny reads or awesome like fantasy books or horror books or something. I need to stop reading hard-hitting contemporaries for a hot minute. This took a really like dark and deep turn, so sorry, but I just had to get that off my chest. Have you guys found any like surprising reads that you weren't expecting to love? I knew I was gonna like The Hate You Give. I just didn't think it was gonna elicit such a visceral reaction from me. And also, I didn't think that Girl Made of Stars was gonna elicit such a visceral reaction from me. I love those books, I do, but don't read them back to back because you will end up a sobbing mess like me. So I am going ham on this highlighter because nothing makes me happier than seeing myself glow. Which, if y'all were curious, this is the mini champagne pop by Becca. I don't support this brand anymore, but I'm trying to use up all the products that I have. So I'm gonna be using the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in Family Jewels. So this is the finished look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little chatty get ready with me. I might have been all over the place and I might have ended it kind of on a somber tone, and I apologize. I really do enjoy those books. It's just a lot of emotions that were stuck inside me, and I know that you guys would understand because I'm sure you guys have read some hard-hitting contemporary. It just got you in the feels and just kept you there. I hope that you guys again enjoyed this little get ready with me, my 2019 bookish goals. Like I said, I don't have a lot of them, but they are very important to me. I'm hoping to achieve them this year, so we'll see. But for sure, I'm going to be at Booknet Fest. So if you guys are going, let me know. And I can't wait to meet y'all. Let me know what you guys have been reading. What have you guys been enjoying? I want to talk to y'all. All of my social media are going to be down in the description box. Everything that I put on my face will be on the description box. And all the books that I talked about, everybody I talked about, gonna be down there. And thank you for all of those that asked questions. Just thank you guys for waiting and being patient with me while I get my life together and figure out how to adult. Again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much, and I hope that you guys are having a great day, night, wherever you are. I wish you nothing but love and happiness, all the good feelings, all the good energy. I will see you in my next video. Bye.